Welcome, viewers, to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, today I am going to talk about why browsing pornography is bad for you. Now, first off, the one rule when you engage in NoFap that will allow you to go far is what I call the hands-off rule. Basically, it means no matter what the heck happens, don't touch your dick. Now, this method has helped me tremendously, and I have had a lot of experience going into the hundreds of days because I stuck to this one rule to not touch my dick no matter what happens. But when you engage in this rule, your brain will still somehow trick you into getting some. And the way it tricks you is for it to tell you to browse pornography without touching the dick. Now, falling prey to just browsing is will definitely impede your healing process. You may not necessarily be affected tremendously, but you will slow down your healing process, halt your healing process, or maybe even reverse the healing process. So in the end, the quitting of all addictions will result in the normalization of your brain circuitry. Now, for pornography, this refers to the dopamine receptors normalizing so that even the less exciting things in life suddenly come to life and you suddenly find them enjoyable. While browsing pornography results in a less intense release of dopamine as compared to edging, which is touching your dick without entering into orgasm, it will still sabotage your brain because basically any artificial or any form of pleasure that you do not need to put in much effort into receiving will tend to lead to addiction, and addiction is always linked to your brain being desensitized, and that means you start walking around like a zombie, and only that one thing that you are addicted to can keep you alive, keep you excited, and every other thing in life starts to look duller. That's not a place you want to be, so get out of there. Now, the last thing I want to mention as to why browsing is definitely a no-go is because browsing is almost the fastest way for anyone to relapse. Okay? If you really want to succeed in NoFap once and for all, you cannot allow yourself to browse. You just cannot. It just won't work. Because this is what I call a slippery slope. So one day, you tell yourself maybe just a little bit. It's okay, just a little bit of browsing should be fine, no problem. And then the next day you end up giving in a little bit by a little bit by a little bit, and you end up sinking deeper and deeper, and eventually you relapse. And that cycle will continue until you remove step one, which seems like the most harmless step. Well, it's just a little bit, but like what I mentioned in my previous video, it is the little bit in life that kills you. A little bit of giving in will just result in more and more giving in. If you give in the small things, you will give in with the big things. Now, the Bible says, whoever is faithful with little will be given more. So in the same way, if you reverse that kind of principle, whoever screws up with little, you can be sure that he will screw up with big things. So if you are unable to resist a small temptation, let's just be frank, you will not have the self-control to resist the bigger temptation. So in all, quit pornography cold turkey. There is no waning off pornography. It just does not work. You cannot just say, oh, from once a day I'm going to do once every 2 days and taper off. Brother, that is not going to work. Just cut it clean once and for all. And let me tell you the good news, when the energy in you starts to rise, you'll be so grateful, because in your entire life, you would not have experienced what it means to have a normal brain, especially if you have been watching pornography since puberty. And I know this is the case for a lot of people out there. That means that they have never experienced what it means to have a normal brain. So allow yourself this chance for your brain to normalize. It's not even about superpower, it's about being a normal man. For people watching pornography, they are going through life in a suboptimal state. And honestly, that sucks. That just sucks. So all in all, stop touching your dick. Close off all suggestive channels, websites, whatever apps you have, whatever, posters, magazines, whatever. Just throw them all out for 90 days. For 90 days. And get ready. If you are able to last 90 days, get ready to receive an exciting new you. Now I hope you like this video. If you do, like it, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you again.